Hello? Is this thing working? Here for a bit DJing right now? Okay. That sounds pretty neat. What are you DJing? Why am I loud? Oh, probably because I have my gain like up. I'm only going to be streaming for, say, about an hour and a half, just to say hi, I'm alive. I haven't forgotten everybody. I'm just trying to figure out how to fund my next stuff. So this has been kind of somewhat a break week. Oh, nice. 90s stuff. Max, hello Max. Fax, Max. A cosplay furry man, yes. And hello. '90s pop, R&B, hip hop, no rock. That's fine. I like a lot of '90s rap and hip hop. That's kind of where I stick to when it comes to that. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the newer stuff. Like I still like a lot of the older ones who still do it, but because I'll never not like whatever Snoop Dogg puts out, just about it. What's good? Everything's pretty good right now. Well, maybe not everything, but you get what I mean. And good evening from Supreme Empire Floof. I almost read that as food. It's like Supreme Empire food. So I had to lean in on that one. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? That's actually a tough one. Man. Dang, that's actually a tough one. I never thought about that before. Probably... I want to say NSYNC. Probably NSYNC. LS Mark ranking every Fairy Odd Parents episode. Yeah, I haven't watched that video yet. It's currently in the need to watch category because a lot of those videos are very long. Because there's one that I watched from him. Dang, I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the ones that was like super long. I think it was like 6 hours or something like that. It had a lot of episodes, and I can't remember which one it was. So how is everyone otherwise? I hope everyone's doing good. Like I said, I haven't exactly streamed this entire week. Mostly because I've been working a lot. South Park. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was South Park. I watched his ranking every South Park episode. That was a long one. I haven't gotten to watch the newest South Park. I have crap. I can't remember which one I have. I think it was Hulu. I have Hulu right now. I think I only got that to watch. I think I got I like the most recent completed season of Rick and Morty. I hate the fact that I can't watch Rick and Morty until like way after it's aired, because it only comes out on streaming stuff after the fact, and I don't have cable television, so I might just have to figure out how to sail the Black Seas. Hello, Dax. Futurama is back on Hulu. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, and they're having like a new episode every week, I think is what it is. I'm gonna have to start that up. I've also been thinking about binge watching King of the Hill again. Just for the heck of it. King of the Hill was like great. It was top notch adult cartoon. So I definitely want to go watch it again. I actually watched the entire series while I was at work, because I could just prop my phone up and watch the episodes that way. I actually watched a whole bunch of TV shows while I was at that job. I missed that job. That was a great job. Ranking every King of the Hill episode. I don't know. That seems kind of out of note for my channel, so I don't know. Been doing well, thinking about going to the gas station. Okay. But yeah, that would be a little bit out of tune for my channel. So I don't know if I would do that. Plus, if I did anything, I would want to do more like video game stuff. That's my purse. I don't know you. I need to. Oh, excuse me. I need to. I'm thinking about going back and trying Twitch again after I start getting a couple things lined out. But I'm thinking about going to Twitch again. I want that to be a sound bit that plays when people donate bits. I've found a lot of things that I want to make into sound bites that I think are just absolutely hilarious and would be great, like reaction things. Like I'll start whooping up on somebody in a game or whatever, and then somebody pays bits to have "That's my purse, I don't know you." I don't know, the one quote from King of the Hill that's been crossing my mind recently was, "Damn it, Dale, if it gets it's already 101 degrees out here, and if it gets 1 degree hotter, I'm gonna kick your ass." seen Futurama's first episode back. It was alright. Well, I'm glad it's at least alright. I'm hoping that it flourishes a lot. Because Futurama's never been, like, terrible. It's actually been, you know, like an alright TV show throughout its history. Because I remember watching it back in the day. It was one of the shows I kind of sneaked watched. Because, you know, I was kind of in a sheltered household from that stuff. I didn't get to watch a lot of it. Unless I was over at a friend's house. Well, some friends' houses. They were also kind of sheltered in some aspects. But yeah. I don't think Futurama's that bad. Like, in any aspect. There's an AI King of the Hill channel. I see a lot of those popping up recently. Like, there's AI SpongeBob. And sometimes it can actually get pretty funny. Other times it's kind of concerning. But I also know that they're going to be coming out with, or at least they have it in the works, that there is going to be a return of King of the Hill. But it's not going to be the same. They're actually going to age everybody up. Which I think is something that they should do. They absolutely should do that. Like, Bobby should be at least a late teenager. Probably like 18, 19 years old. Basically, he's already became an adult by, you know, age standards. And he's now just trying to figure out adulthood as it flourishes. And then, you know, Hank is going to be Hank. Trying to take him basically. And it's going to be great, too. See him, like, you know, just figure out all more new stuff that's that's happening now. As opposed to back in the 90s and 2000s. Have I ever been to cookouts? Like, the fast food restaurant cookout? Maybe? Is I take care, gotta veg out, or whatever they did in the 90s. Veg out? I feel like that's a euphemism for smoking weed. Like, you just veg out on the couch. Plus, it is like, you know, slang for it to be called a vegetable. I know it's like, it's definitely not a vegetable. Cannabis is not, it is not a vegetable. I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't think it has any kind of, like, flowering fruit. Or any kind of fruit at all that it, like, bears. Keeps getting taken down by Paramount Plus. Yeah. Yeah. Of course it's going to be taken down. I haven't suspected that in the least. So it's kind of an obvious, like, yeah, we're infringing on their properties because they're taking their characters. Skylar, hello. The AI stuff is actually kind of starting to get pretty scary. I've been kind of wanting to do something with the whole AI thing, but I have no idea what to even do with it. Makes you sorry I haven't been in the streams. I mean, it's okay. No problem. Copyrighted by Nickelodeon, and any YouTube can be taken down. Yeah, a lot of companies do that, even though it's like, you know, supposed to be... I guess technically, you know, you can't take and use their names or anything, but I know there's some like exceptions to it for fair use and things of that nature. Stumpy, hello. Hello, Stumpy. Man, it's been hot outside. And it has caused my allergies to basically explode. And I hate it so much. Samster. Made a remake vid of your old video made back in 2019 of your neighbor's fans. Okay. But yeah, yesterday it peaked at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't survive that type of heat. And I was driving around all day, and my car's air conditioner I think needs more of the gas. I don't know exactly what it's called now. I know it's not Freon or anything. But it needs more of the gas because it's not blowing nearly as cold as what I want it to. So something's going on. It is far too hot. Like, I can't even like walk outside. And it rained earlier. And you would think, oh, well, maybe the rain would help cool it down. It doesn't. It just evaporates right off the ground and turns into more and more humidity. It's like walking into this basically just thick wall of water. I mean, I guess technically it would be water, but you get the idea. It's just water wall. You're 400 years old. Rain makes the heat worse. Yes, it does. So I don't know when it's going to cool down here. I wish it would do it as soon as possible. I could really go for like winter right about now. Winter would be nice. Like, I would accept that. Just give me some snow and I'll be fine. And maybe like, I don't know, 28, 29 degrees Fahrenheit. That way it will actually have a decent snowfall and it not be dry. Because if it gets too cold, it won't snow. Oh, because we also tried to work earlier this week on... I got a message. I tried to work earlier this week with my aunt, however you want to say that. And we were building a chicken coop on her farm, and we just couldn't. It was so hot. We had only been out there for like an hour and a half. Typo is annoying. Spell it the best you can. Walking back from the store, you had to take your shirt off. Oh, what makes it worse is I don't wear a whole lot of like fancy clothes or anything like that. I normally wear like sweatpants, mostly because it's just comfortable. It's something that I can just slip on real quick and go. So I just wear that. And that's just about all I have. I do have shorts, and I probably should be wearing them, but man, I don't even know if I can wear them right now. I don't know if they're too small. I think I'll be able to wear them. The only thing that I don't wear is like jeans. I can't stand blue jeans. It was on Wednesday. Well, this entire week's been blazing. To the point where apparently Florida's oceans have the beach just you can't go onto it. It's too hot. The water's too hot. Might as well go into a hot tub. Whew, I'm actually burning up too right now. Hey, Saver, it's been a second. So you can see it's been annoying here in Ohio. Yeah, seems to be stretching from like Ohio all the way down to Florida, so needs one of those handheld fans. I have one of those like fans that I can stick in my mouth, but I can't remember where I put it. I think it might be in my Fursuit box, which is just a temporary box right now because my other Fursuit box is broke. The lid broke, so I can't use it. I need to get one of those. Well, I want to get a Pelican case, but man, those are really expensive. I need something that's not going to also take up a whole lot of room. I want to be able to like travel with this and not be all encompassing in my trunk. Max is back. Summer will be over soon, but it's still hot in September. It'll be still hot in September. I wouldn't doubt it. I would say this year is going to be, I don't know. Usually when we get an extreme summer, we might get an extreme winter. Who knows? But this winter might be green for all we know. It wouldn't be the first time. But it is almost the end of July, isn't it? We only have 2 days left. Today's what, the 29th? $2023 is going fast. It is going pretty fast. The past couple of years seem to have gone, well, maybe not 2020 and part of 2021, but after that it kind of started going pretty fast. 2020 felt like it was taking an entire decade of itself. Indian summer's coming soon in a month after August. I don't want it to be summer anymore. It's too hot. Oh man, I'm also going to be going to IFC at the end of the month. Not this month, August. Apparently they have a new hotel. At least that's what I've been told. I've not looked into it yet, but I do at least have a room this time. Thankfully, I actually have gotten to someone first and said, "Hey, let's take and get a room together." That's MFF. Are you going to MFF? Because I am more than likely going to go to MFF. It's long enough distance out where I think I can gather enough money just from doing DoorDash alone to cover the costs. God, that's going to be a long drive, though. I hate driving to Chicago. Chicago is so annoying to drive in. You don't have money. I don't know where I'm going to be in a hotel at, though. I'm hoping it's to one of the connecting hotels to the con center. But we have not gotten there because it has not opened up for registration yet. And plus, if I'm going to be registering and I'm going to have like 2 other people who are also going to be rooming in the same room, then I might have us just all put in for the room lottery. Because the first year I went to MFF, I went with Rev from RL Furry Productions and Star Raccoon, and we all roomed together, and we got the room lottery. So we actually got to stay in the main hotel that entire weekend. So that was nice, but the main hotel is expensive. What happened to the black and green one from 2020? That fursuit is currently on its way out. I'm gonna do one last like hoorah video with it before it basically vanishes from existence. I'm still gonna keep the character, but the fursuit is at this point It's about 11, 12 years old, around there. I think it's about 11 years old. That fursuit is 11 years old. I bought it, hand paws, foot paws, and a tail for $750 in 2011. And it was not very well put together. We'll just say that. It might look kind of okay on the outside, but it definitely has that cheap fursuit creep vibe, you know, factor going on with it. So I don't really like it for that. And second off, if you like actually handled the fursuit, it's got like giant globs of glue. Things are starting to kind of fall apart at certain seams. So the fursuit's basically done. Hello, Furrow the Husky. You accidentally choked on some water. So that fursuit is going to be... It's probably going to end up being destroyed. Probably not Odin style, but I am going to take and have my own unique, like, this is its final day type thing. I'm not getting rid of the fursuit paws though. The foot paws at the very least. The hand paws were also kind of garbage. The tail's really good. It's not the greatest, but I mean, you know, it's a decent tail. The foot paws are awesome. It's got probably some of the softest softest house shoes that I've ever put on. And I would like to reuse them, even though technically it's the wrong color scheme. So, I might modify my other Sona just to have it. The black and green fursuit is relevant because Major has a new fursuit is why. I mean, people have multiple characters, and that character is technically it's a character in and of itself. This is more of a evolution of that fursuit, because this fursuit actually does have a lot of characteristics of that fursuit. Like, I still have the tiger's like stripes on the side of my arm that are black. They used to be black, and then I changed them to gray, and then I changed them back to black when I put them on this. This hand is the same, and it goes all the way up to the elbow, but obviously I'm not wearing like a full suit or anything. Trying to think. I still kind of keep like the green thing going on with the middle and also the chin. I think that's it. I think that's the only thing that's similar. The only things that I really added was like I changed the green on it to more of a neon lime-ish green. And of course the main fur of the fursuit too as well. I added the the pseudo raccoon mask. I added that to this one. That's original. Of course, I changed the eye color. A lot of furries have green eyes. Like, a lot of furries have green eyes. Like, I don't see very many furs with like any like other eye colors. I see it's either green or blue. And the fur and the furry that like inspired me to get a different color in my eyes was actually Cinny, who has purple eyes. I'm like, oh wow, that's cool. I don't want to have green eyes anymore. I want my suit to have something different. So I chose orange because I also like the color orange. And of course the ear is different. The purple. Originally they matched, but I decided to kind of have them two different colors. And there's rings. on my leg, like on the upper right thigh. Yeah, right thigh. However, I am currently working on Spectre 2.0 because eventually I want to take and, like, you know, have a couple different things here and there. I was just trying to work out all the details because I would actually like to have this first. I would like to make this fursuit myself because getting a fursuit is like way too expensive. So I'm like, well, I'll just make it myself or get like someone who can help me for like really cheap. I have a couple people in mind, but you know, I gotta work that out with them. Yeah, Shadow Ferret, now you're Saber Raccoon. A Ratcoon. I don't know what I'm gonna do for MFF this year. But there was a lot to do at AC, but I don't know what I'm gonna do at MFF. Well, I guess I've always kind of wanted to like walk around town, I guess, so I'll probably end up doing that. We did do that a lot actually at AC. We walked around the town a lot. Profiles made with an AI. So I'll probably end up doing a lot of that at MFF because there's not a lot to do between like the con center and the main hotel because it's normally pretty cold outside. I don't know how that's going to be this year, but if it's super cold, then it's like, well, the only way I'm going out there is if I have a really good jacket or if I'm in my fursuit. I also need to find a bag that I can carry my fursuit in and probably my hand paws while I'm just walking around. Because that's the one thing that I found that I hate about cons is when I go out in fursuit, I'll sometimes partial. And then I'm like, man, I kind of want to take off my head and my paws and just look at stuff at like the dealer's den or just being outside. Like, well, shoot, I'm gonna have to carry my head, probably just stuff the hand paws into my head and then carry that. And I don't want to carry that in my arms. So I'm trying to find a bag that's big enough to carry my head and my paws at the same time. And there's not very many of them. So I'm thinking about actually just making a bag myself. I mean, how hard could it be? Or commissioning somebody to take and make the bag? I don't know. Because I already carry a backpack with me, which if you go to a con, I highly recommend always investing in a backpack because you will thank me later. You know, just because normally you're going to be carrying a whole bunch of stuff around, and if you buy art or books, whatever else, you just take and stick that in there. So I highly recommend getting a backpack and a couple extra things like, I don't know, a spare like travel battery or something to charge your phone with. Andy Cap's chip barbecue fries flavor is kind of okay, but some ridges. Holy schmoly, I'm burning up. Oh, the heat is a demon searching for me, and it has found me. It wasn't even like this hot at AC. Like at AC it was tolerable. I guess one of the biggest reasons why is because the smoke from the Canadian wildfires was rolling in, and it was blocking everything for like a day and a half. But at least when I was at AC, it was blocking it for a lot longer than that because I was up in Cleveland, or near Cleveland, with Samson. And it was smoky up there because he was at work. So I was like, well, I'm already here. I've got a few hours, so I'm just going to take a walk to town and see if I can find food and drinks. And sure enough, I found a bunch of stuff. I went to a music shop. I found a dispensary and all that stuff, but that's neither here or there. So I'm guessing the fog just kind of kept everything cool to a degree, and it didn't feel too bad around that time. But after that, it just started warming up. While your fursuit, gotta stay safe. Yes, always carry a decent sized bottle with you while you're fursuit. Like, it doesn't have to be massive. And there's also usually going to be water stations around here and there at a furry convention. You don't have to worry about that. So I always recommend carrying a bottle with you, which is why I also recommend carrying a backpack, because, you know, you'll need that. So just have a water bottle on you at all times. And you can find a decent one with like a good long tip or like a straw or something. That also is much better, because at least you don't have to take your fursuit off when you grab a drink. So I actually need a new backpack. Mine's not big enough to fit things like books. So I'm gonna find something that's hopefully at least a little bit bigger, but also similar-ish like format of how the backpack looks, because I want it to be a light backpack that can fit like a hardcover sleeve, so I can put books and art in. I want it to be able to carry, you know, a spare battery for my phone, my stuff for my GoPro, water bottle, an iPad mini, because I'd like to get an iPad mini. Kept jabbing your mouth. So yeah, that's just a couple things. And also, you know, to keep some a couple extra things, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, But just get, when you get a backpack for a con, just get one that's going to definitely fit your needs. Like, if you don't have any intentions of buying anything, which I don't know who in the world would have their intentions not to go at least buy something from the dealer's den at a fur con, then I would be like, yeah, you don't really need like a giant backpack. But if you're like me, who's like, yeah, I definitely want to go buy some things, so I've got to have something to keep that in. Because I normally don't like leaving the con right after I buy stuff. I usually like to explore around a little bit. Never been to a con, but you do know some furries have fans in their suit to carry water when it's hot outside. Yeah, there's I've had his picture on the channel before, but his name is Pack Rat, or I just call him, you know, the Rat. He's a good friend of mine. He actually has he has fans in his ears, and it pulls the hot air out. That his fursuit though, he made it himself back in 2005, and it is still holding up. That's pretty cool. How furries have fans in their suit? Usually they can have like really small fans, but a lot of the times heads are kind of decently sized, and because they have spacers in them. That's basically the helmet part that goes over top of your head, and it forms kind of a frame that the rest of the foam sits on. A lot of the times it's going to have a big enough gap to where you can kind of have a fan inside of it. Some of them put it in sometimes they have them put in the mouth. Sometimes the temple area is wide enough to where you can have a fan there, and it's basically just like hidden by tufts of hair and things of that nature. Plus, you don't necessarily have to have those fans on all the time. You can have like a battery pack that you can flip on and off if you need it. I'd say it would be very difficult to hear while there is a fan pretty close to your ears. So having a way to turn it on and off while you're talking to somebody would be crucial. Especially considering the fact that it's already pretty hard to hear and talk to people while you're in a fursuit head. It makes communications a bit rough. How do furries have fans in their suit? Okay, I'll answer that. Has Samson been to MFF? Yeah. Yeah, he's been to MFF. We have hung out at MFF before, so. One of the best things that I saw at AC this year, there's a booth, and they don't sell any kind of like furry material. They're just a video game shop. They just sell video games, which, you know, that's actually like really smart having like something like that there, because, you know, a lot of the fandom is kind of video game nerds in general. Plus, it's also nice to just see some other kind of shop there that's not super furry related all the time. But this guy, I think it was actually the person who ran the booth. He had this necklace on that had a speaker on it, and he had a headset on that would project his voice to the speaker so people could hear him. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be like super like loudspeaker or anything, but it was loud enough to where if I am standing, for me to over there at the wall, probably about a distance of about I don't know, 8 to 10 feet, you could definitely very clearly hear him. So that would be awesome for if anybody's like, oh, I need to take and figure out how furries can hear me while I'm running a booth, so I don't have to constantly repeat myself. That's probably a good way to do it. Well, Samson's fursuit design, how did he make his? You would have to ask him because he has like two different makers. There's the person who made like the head and a couple other parts, and then there's one who made like the bodysuit and a couple other things. So I can't remember the exact makers. As for like how he made his design, I'm not entirely sure. That's something else you would probably have to ask him, because he actually keeps his old fursuit sitting up on top of a shelf at his house. And it's old. It is very old. He says he's had it since like 2011, 2010 or something of that nature. So, and it's very similar to how his design is now, but obviously it's a lot more refined. But yeah, you would have to ask him that. I'll probably take and ask him later on Telegram or something. King Golden, hello. I'm gonna have to delete this VOD after I stream. Like, I'll probably end up deleting this VOD about 24 hours after I stream, or I get done here, because I'm currently using more or less copyrighted music, and they're gonna be like, you need to take and give us some money. Might make a fursuit called Frost the Wolf, a blue and white fursuit with green paws and feet paws. Okay, sounds pretty neat. I do like green, so there you go. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. But I have an idea. I hate coming up with like really good persona ideas, because I kind of want them just made into a fursuit. Like, I want to have a protogen. And I haven't really gotten down on the name yet, if I want to name this, but I want to name them, and I don't know if I really want to do this particular idea, but, you know, this is what I came up with as a draft, is I want to name it Alexa. And it wouldn't be like the name Alexa. It would be like the name all capital with like dots in between each letter, kind of like it's some kind of like acronym. And what it is I would have a built-in, in the suit, it would have a built-in speaker system with a Amazon Echo attached to it. And then I would just have like my phone close by or whatever, that way I could actually connect to it. And then when somebody comes up to me, they can be like, "Hey Alexa." And then they can just like search whatever. There's a bandit fursuit. There is a bandit fursuit. I really wanted to see it at AC, but I couldn't find them. Apparently there's also a bluey fursuit. From what I was told, though, it is not like a kid. It's not a kid. It's just like a really short adult. But yeah, I did not see the bandit fursuit or the blue fursuit. I should have looked a lot harder. I didn't really get a whole lot of pictures. There's only one picture that I got, and I didn't realize that they were there, but it was crap. Now I'm blanking for some reason. It was Bolt Mutt. By the way, go check out Bolt Mutt's channel, because I've been watching them now for like years, and I really want to speak to them, but I don't know how to contact them. I really want to know how to contact them, because I really want to like do something with them. I really want to take and actually meet them again. Mean a bot that delete the stream. Oh, I'm going to delete the stream like 24 hours after I stream, because I'm technically using copyrighted music at the moment. Because Pretzel Rocks, which is what I was using to play, like, you know, just chill hop and like lo-fi music, they locked down their website to paying subscribers only. Now you can still play their songs, but you can't play it by channel anymore. Because originally I would just take and go to their lo-fi music and play just that. But now I can't access those albums anymore, or those playlists anymore, unless I pay a subscription. Now I can still hit play all and it will play all of their music, but I'm like, some of their music sucks. Especially the metal music. A lot of that music sucks. So I'm not gonna do that. It made for you retired. Is made for you retired? Wait, are they? Never heard about anything about that. No. I would love to have a made-for-you suit, though. That'd be cool. Oh. Are they doing now? Well, I was talking about something that Saber said. Not Boltmut. Haven't heard from them. I wonder if they're doing okay now. They're doing all right. They uploaded a video not too long ago. They're just pretty slow. I mean, I'm also pretty slow at the moment. I hope to change that soon. I just need to take and recover from the stupid scam that I got part of at AC. So there's that. But no, I don't think they're retired. I can't. They're not on Twitter or X or whatever the crazy man that is currently running that website is calling it these days. Mangy Mutt. Yeah, that's the name of my other channel that I need to take and upload. I was gonna take and upload my first video before AC, and I can't find the footage. I can't find it. It's literally, I don't know if it's on one of my memory cards, because I searched all of them. I don't know if it's on this PC. I'm just going to have to probably go do it again, which thankfully I do have a new phone now that has a pretty decent camera. I might just take and figure out how to use my GoPro for it, which I really don't. The GoPro is so difficult to figure out how to use for stuff like that. Elon Muskrat. A blackout in your hometown. Oh, that's not good. It might be on your hard drive. Well, I searched my hard drive. I searched my backup hard drive. I even searched my one of the other drives that I have in there. I can't remember. I have like 1, 2, I think 4 drives. No, yeah, I have 4 or 3 drives. I would have to check which ones I actually have like plugged in, because I have a solid state, not a solid state, but an M.2 for my boot drive. I have an M.2. No, I have another one. I have another M.2 that I use to store just games. From Steam mostly. I have another M.2 that stores just Call of Duty. That's all it has on it, is just Call of Duty. And then I have another external one that I used to put all my other junk on that I don't like, just my recordings and con pictures, and that's basically the only thing that's on there. So it would probably be on that drive, but I would have to sift through a lot of stuff. What model are you using? Because you're aware of some models have a glitch where they randomly delete stuff. I mean, I don't know exactly. I mean, I'm using some Western Digital stuff. I can't remember exactly all the things that I have. Ow. I'm waiting to get a golden retriever fursuit on your profile pictures. Oh, nah. I need a computer upgrade. That's a lot. That's a lot though. Because if I upgraded, I would want something similar-ish, and I am not gonna be able to afford a Threadripper. Because I have like the first gen Threadripper, and I have a 2070 RTX card. So I would have to get. I would basically just have to build a new PC because I built this thing back in 2020, I think, and I've been buying the parts since like 2018. So a lot of the parts are outdated by a lot. And I've basically given up on all my consoles. Like sometimes obviously I play the Switch. But the only reason why I even have a computer now is because streaming and video editing and, well, gaming. I don't see any reason to get any kind of Xbox console. I would like to have a PS5, but those are still too expensive. And plus, I don't even know what kind of things I would even want if I got a PS5. Like, what are the exclusives that I really want for it? Like, I get far more value out of something such as my Switch. Since you don't watch TV anymore. I haven't watched TV in years. I have absolutely no care for it. And my grandparents just recently stopped their satellite. They used to have satellite, and they were paying a lot of money for it. And then they was like, okay, well, we're done. And they ended up starting to use the internet and have this Roku thing. And that seems to be doing them pretty good in the entertainment department. So they have westerns and whatever the heck else they want to take and watch. My grandmother just recently discovered YouTube, so now she's been nonstop watching things like cooking videos. What is Mangy Mutt? Mangy Mutt is the name of my solo music project and my other channel that I'm going to be uploading to. I just haven't been able to because I lost the footage that I was going to take and upload. So right now I'm basically just trying to figure out how I'm going to re-record the footage and also have more content to also put up there, because I'm also going to have a lot of shorts on that channel. Like, I'm going to actually be uploading shorts very regularly on that channel. Your younger sister has a PS5. She used to play before she died. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Or anything at all. So I've been thinking of doing something recently. And I'm thinking about getting a new VR model. Or not like, more like VTuber model, not VR model, VTuber model. But I want it to be of me. Like not this, but like, you know, me without this. And just have like an anime model of me. And use that. Planning to make a PS6 in the late future, huh? Am I in all messages? Like wait, what are you talking about? I mean, there's no other thing for me that says any other messages. I see all the messages. Every message. Saber's gotta go. Alright. This is a short stream because I am going to take and be leaving pretty soon. A live chat and all messages. Okay. I don't know. I'm just seeing all messages as they come in. Like, I see the messages. When you referring Terrence and you asked him when you get a VR headset, can you have one of his furry avatars? I need to get a VR headset. Now that I'm actually starting to get like some pretty decent money. Like, I found out the secret to doing DoorDash in my area. And the secret is to just wake the heck up really early and go in at like 8. If not like 7. And then do it till about 3 o'clock, and then I've have like $100. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna just be doing that for a while, and that's gonna have to basically be the con fund, how I fund the cons. But next week we will be starting some new games because Advanced Wars 2 is over. I have finally beaten that. Eventually we will go to Dual Strike, but I'll have to get an emulator for that because no remake. That'll be the last one I end up doing though, because I don't understand a single thing about the other Wars games, because that's apparently an entire series. And Dual Strike is the same one in the Advanced Wars series, so we'll be doing that. Elongated muskrat. We'll probably end up... it depends on how long I end up taking for one of the games, which I don't... It's a short game. But I'm like, is it possible to make it into multiple streams? And we will be probably start Bulletstorm. Bulletstorm is one of those things that most people nowadays would call a boomer shooter. And it's a really fun game. Like, holy crap. It is awesome. And I have it for the PS4. I originally had it for the PS3 when it first came out. So, yeah. I actually need to rebuy it for the PS3 because I don't know where my other copy went to. Unless it's somewhere there, over there on the shelf and I'm just completely forgetting about it, which could very well be a thing. WWE 2K23 achievement. I have not... Man, I can't play wrestling games. I've never gotten into wrestling, so it'd be rough on my end. But the next game that I'm probably going to start, because I would like to do at least 2 games, and work my way up to 3 games a week. Not start to finish, but you know, that's what I would like to do. Have a little bit of variety. We'll be starting Danganronpa. That's gonna be a good, long game to do. Danganronpa is long. It's a long game. It's not like Shin Megami Tensei's level long, but it's long. Probably end up doing like a chapter a day, and there's like, dang, I can't remember how many chapters exactly there are. There's enough. There's enough, that's for sure. Awesome game though, so I'm definitely can't wait to start playing that. Hey, Axel the Ducci. If you got you subscribed already, how am I doing on this fine evening? I'm doing pretty good. It is blazing hot over on this end, however. It's been peaking, I think, in the 90s all day. So it has been difficult to go outside in any capacity. And it rained earlier, so now that just made everything worse. It's like, oh great, it's hot, but now it's humid. Also, would 100% boop with consent. I do give consent. You may do that. Absolutely. Call of Duty Ghost. That is actually one that I've not played. I've not played Ghost. I am cute. Well, thank you very much. See, at least I own up to it. I know what you mean, but due to you being in Florida. Right. Oh, God. Florida. I am sorry on multiple levels. And I'm not talking about just the heat. Apparently the waters on the in the ocean were so hot in Florida that it was basically hot tub levels of hot. Am I getting that correct? I can't do that. I can't do that. Man, imagine living on the equator. Imagine living on the equator and it being this hot. Like, it's bad enough where I live right now, and it peaking at like 90 to 100. It literally, the highest temperature I have seen it so far was 101. And that was yesterday. That is the highest I have seen it in about a week and a half. So it has been absolutely miserable on this end. Oh, digging the Animal Crossing background music, by the way. I got some Nintendo lo-fi in the background, so... Minecraft don't work no more on your Xbox One. It's a completely old game. Oh, you can't take and use that on the Xbox One. Surprised. I figured they would keep a lot of that around. At least for, I don't know, Minecraft. Looks like I hope that the Twitter bird will be back from the dead. Vengeful zombie. From a logistics standpoint, naming it X is a really bad idea. And by the way, this isn't the first time he's tried to name a company X. Originally, when Musk originally created back in like the late 90s an online banking company that you just solely did online. But the problem is This was 1999, and nobody gave a crap about online banking at that point. And he tried to name that company X, because for some reason he has the biggest fascination with the letter X. I don't know. And then he bought PayPal. Even though he says he created PayPal, he didn't create PayPal. He bought PayPal. That is right. Elon Musk used to own PayPal. And he also tried to rename it X. Why? No idea why. But he was removed. He was forcefully removed as the CEO of PayPal by his shareholders, because if they... Why would you name it X? Because at that point, PayPal was an established brand, and a bunch of their shareholders was like, this just basically makes it sound like a crappy porn site. I'm like, yeah, it does, and nobody's going to want to associate with that. So they forcefully removed him from being CEO. And then he takes and goes and buys Twitter. And so far, apparently, he's lost like $20 billion in revenue that Twitter originally was making. Because nobody wants to be associated with a company called X. X is not an appealing name for a website unless you're, it's something for uploading videos of people doing the horizontal mambo. In hopes there's a squeaker in there. There is not, sadly. I kind of want a fursuit with one, but nope, this thing is solid as a rock. I'm thinking about getting squeakers and put them in my paws because they're kind of built for that. So I'm probably going to take and try and put some in my paws. I'm just going to have to find ones that are small enough to where I can put them in and wear them. Company now it's called X. Yep. You hope Twitter goes bankrupt? At this rate, it probably will. Who knows? That would be fun. Yeah, I see a lot of people with them in their hand paws. I don't know if my maker does like the ones in the nose. I might take and have that done for my 2.0 suit. It just depends on when I can actually get done with that. I actually really like having a firm nose though, because the nose that I had on my old suit that I had made from like 2011, it was silicone, or I think it was silicone. It was something. It wasn't very pleasant though. No, it was like a really hard plastic. It was like this really weird formed hard plastic, and it just didn't feel right. Big fatal mistake, right? Zalo posts a question mark. They may be confused as to what's going on. Who knows? It's raining in your hometown right now. It was raining here. It didn't rain for very long, though. Like I said earlier, it basically rained for a couple seconds and it got real humid. And actually, it was lightning. It was like thunderstorming and everything. Like, okay, that was like really quick, too, for it to be that way. So, it was probably, it was like a 15-minute thunderstorm. A bad feeling about this one, not everyone, but no raid attacking on here on Discord. I mean, I don't know why there would be any kind of raid happening on Discord. I keep that pretty locked down. I need to check out the meme stuff more often on my own channel. Some people post some crazy stuff in here. You're a map? Oh boy. I'm so excited. Holy crap. That was scary. Thank you for the subscribe, whoever that was. Hopefully not the Otake guy. He had to go. I'm sorry, but he had to go. He had to leave. He could no longer stay here. He can no longer be part of the group. I'm sorry. He did a bad. He did a uh-oh. And then I went, uh-oh. It's time for you to... Time for you to make like tree and leaf. And I didn't think he was going to take a leave of his own accord. So I decided to do that for him. You know that whenever there's a trolls or raiders attacking here on Discord, sense some danger, we'll take care of them, don't worry. We'll take them out. Dang, what is this song that I'm listening to right now? Dang. Oh no. Wait, 128.13. 128.13. Shop closing. I don't know what that's from. Oh, it's from Animal Crossing. Okay. Ah, it's from Animal Crossing. Never mind. Oh, man. I think I'll take and give it about 10 or so more minutes before we take and split for the night. Be a good hour and 30-minute stream. The company, it's gonna be more Mario games in the future. There's gonna be more Sonic games in the future. I mean, in the Sonic in terms of like the online thing, because if so, I would hope so. Going to the movie theater to go see a Super Mario movie. Is Super Mario movie even still showing? I don't even know if it's still showing. It might be. Probably. I'll probably end up buying it on Blu-ray and just watching it then. That's actually something that I would like obviously buy a physical copy of. I just realized that this is a Minecraft remix. I actually kind of like this remix. Manic? Hello? Hello? up. What is up? What is up is the ceiling. Nah, everything's going pretty good. Everything's going all right. I hope you're doing all right yourself. Watch the trailer of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's coming out on October 27th before Halloween. You might see it at movie theaters. I forgot there was a movie for Five Nights at Freddy's coming out. Huh. I'm not even sure how they're going to be able to do a movie like that. I guess whatever. I mean, they'll figure out something. They made a Super Mario Brothers movie, so, you know, they'll figure out something. In fact, they made 2 Super Mario Brothers movies. And yes, I like the other one. I do like the other one. I know it's a bad movie. I know it is not a good movie. It is... I don't think it's like bad, but you know, I am cute. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'm not going to take it, deny it, or anything. But yeah, I like the original Super Mario Brothers movie. What of it? I think it's actually, it's unique. It's not something that you would expect coming from a Mario movie. And I think it has its charm. But like I said, it's not a great movie. In terms of like, you know, its aspect as a Mario movie. They definitely went with a late 90s, early, or not late 90s, but a late 80s, early 90s kind of punk scene. And I think that's why I like it so much, because I really like that type of like setting stuff, like kind of futuristic world, punk setting, just wacky stuff going on. So I did enjoy the movie. Do I like rock music? Yes, I like rock and metal and things of that nature. In fact, that's basically the majority of what I listen to. I even play it. You can kind of see a guitar back here. And I actually have more. Well, if I move my head this way, you can see the head of the bass back there. And I have another guitar over here that's a Strat, or a Bullet Strat. It's like a really cheap one. And then I got an 8-string over to the other side that I'm trying to sell. I don't want it anymore. It's kind of, I haven't used it a whole lot. Know why they made the movie? Because in 2019 the Banana Splits movie, and they tried to make 2 parts in 2023, but they going to switch and what? What's my favorite song? Like of all time? That's a rough one. If I had to choose my favorite song of all time, it would probably be Regular People by Pantera. Like that's probably, if I really had to like choose one, that's probably my favorite song, like of all time. Like I definitely listen to a lot more like, you know, doom and stoner and sludge and things of that nature. That's what I mostly listen to and play. But you know, I can't beat Pantera. This was that's okay. Why Green Fox? Green Fox. Wait. Are you talking about me? I'm not a fox. I'm a wolf. It's literally in my channel name too, so you know, I figured that would be a dead giveaway. But no, I am not a fox. As for why green, green is my favorite color. Or one of my favorite colors. I mostly have all my favorite colors on me on my suit, so. Yes, I am a wolf. I know a lot of people might find that to be a little cliche for a furry, but I mean, I didn't even really choose to be a wolf. It just kind of like fell in my lap and I was like, okay, I'll be this. Because this isn't technically my first persona design. In fact, if I had to really think about it, I think this is my 7th. Sorry, Mr. Wolf. Oh, no, you're fine. It is absolutely okay. Mistakes happen. And we, of course, you know, just had to point out, be like, hey, I'm actually this. But you're fine. If you want a hug, well, yeah, I mean, of course, I always accept hugs, no matter what. Well, maybe unless you like sneak up on me and like tackle me or something, then I will probably take and complain a little bit. But if you take and come up to me and want a hug, absolutely. Don't choose the wolf chose you. Pretty much. I didn't particularly like have any like at first I was a husky. No? Was it a husky? At first I was a fox. And then it was a deer. And then it was a fox again, then it was a husky. And I think that was it. It went back and forth between a couple of them before I got to this one. And yeah, I think this is like the 7th iteration of what my persona is whatever. Making Sonic the Hedgehog 3 next year in 2024. Are they coming out with a 3rd Sonic movie? At this point, I wouldn't doubt it. That would probably be the smartest move because the past 2 have been like amazing. Man, imagine if the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was done with the original Sonic design that they have. Ugly Sonic or whatever you want to call it. Man, that would have been a nightmare. I'm so people was like, yeah, you need to take and redesign that. We're not going to watch the movie if you don't do some body lifts and facial work on that. Cringy door. Oh man, y'all just take and come up on me like stealth wise. Manic is not gay. Well, that is fine because you're okay here too. Everybody's okay here as long as you're not going to be one of those people. Then you know that's fine. You like us? Well, I appreciate it. We like you too. I just got some kind of message. I don't know if that was from Discord or what. Oh, it was from Discord. That was from Discord. So apparently there's a new Skyrim mod that adds a new companion to the game that connects it to ChatGPT. And you can talk to them, like actually talk to them through the microphone. And they will respond to you in kind. That's scary. And I also kind of want to try it out. I might do that on a stream at some point when I get everything working. Ooh, man. Hmm. Hmm. Well. Zalo says good night. Well, good night, Zalo. You didn't come in here and talk very much. I was kind of wanting to chat, but okay. Do I play games? Yes, I play a lot of games. In fact, I play a lot of games on stream. I'm mostly a Nintendo guy. Play a lot of Nintendo stuff. PlayStation stuff. Mostly old PlayStation stuff. PlayStation now has just basically become a glorified, like, third-party console like the Xbox has. And I just play PC for most of my stuff on that end. Like Call of Duty, I play that. So, do I like horror games? They're okay. I'm not like a huge like going out and buying every single one they have. But you know, if I play one, then I play one, and if somebody wants me to take and play one, then I might take and consider it. Whatever remix this is, I kind of like it. I think I know what it is. It says Girl Next Door. I have no idea what that is. Do I play SCP Foundation? I have not. That's actually something that I do need to play because I like the SCP stuff. That's something that I probably need to actually like buckle down and get at some point. Well, I said that I was going to take and probably wrap it up in about 10 minutes, about almost 20 minutes ago, so we'll probably take and go for a little bit longer, not too much. The animatronics killed Max Brandit? That's not good. Am I tired? Maybe a little bit. I've been up pretty early. I've been up since like pretty early this morning, so I'm a little tired. Not like outright exhausted or anything. Like I'll still be up for quite a few more hours. I shall still be up for quite a few more hours. Oh, I was talking about like persona ideas a while back in the stream, and there's another one that I want to make, and I've kind of always wanted to make a snake persona or a scaly, I guess technically at this point. But I want to make a snake, and I'm gonna name him Zip Tie. I don't know why. I just want to name him. I just want a snake persona and name him Zip Tie. I also want like a snake in general, and name him Zip Tie, or her Zip Tie. I don't know what gender I would get. I'd probably just get a snake and then figure it out as I go along. Your persona is a protogen. Oh yes, I can see that now. I couldn't hardly tell what your thing is. I actually have been thinking about making a protogen as well, which is the one that I was talking about earlier. It's named Alexa, but not like just the name Alexa, like all capital letters with like dots in between each letter. So it's kind of like more of an acronym. And it would be a protogen with built-in like speakers and an Echo Dot from Amazon. So people could walk up to me and be like, "Hey Alexa," and then I would take and respond with whatever Alexa says. I've been thinking about like, should I make one like that, or should I make one with like, have it connected to Chat GPT, so if somebody takes and asks me something, it'll respond with like some kind of AI generated response. But I would just need to figure out how to do that. To say it's probably not too hard. I'm pretty sure somebody has already done it in some capacity, like make a voice activated receiver for Chat GPT. I would just need to probably get the I would have no doubt in my mind that it's going to take a Raspberry Pi. I would need to get a microphone. I'd probably take and put the microphones in the ears, and probably like one or two extra somewhere else on the body, just so I can get like clear vocals when somebody's talking to me. So yeah. What am I doing for free time? Just play games is mostly what I do. I play games. I take and hang out with my friends most of my non-furry friends. I don't really have a whole lot of furry friends where I live, so yeah, that's pretty much what I do in my free time, is just play games and hang out and go travel places if I can. I would like to, at some point, afford like a small RV, like an old used RV. Like I really want one more like a Class B, where it's just a van. It's just a van with a bed, basically. I want to get one of those, and I want to go to like further out furcons. Plus, I wouldn't really need a hotel because, you know, I just sleep in the van. My only problem is I want something that's small enough to get inside of parking garages, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Because if I can get inside the parking garage, specifically on like the top level of parking garages, and I could have like, oh, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 solar panels on the roof, then I wouldn't really have to worry about, you know, power very much. And on top of that, if I had Starlink satellite internet, basically, then I could stream from it. Like, I could basically live in that thing. Do I like cats/dogs? I like cats and dogs, but I don't like it when the cats get like to the hateful levels. I like more social cats. And when it comes to dogs, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I like dogs, period. I would love to have a dog, but I would never be able to have enough money to like afford food and stuff like that for him. Maybe someday I'll finally have a dog. Am I hungry? You know, now that you take and say something, I could probably eat. I am a little hungry. To head off. Have a great time. All right, King. Will you have a good one? Yeah, we're about actually gonna probably wrap up here in about 4 or 5 minutes. See you next week stream. Okay, King. We will see you. You like me? Well, thank you very much. I like you too. You're fun to talk to. I like having as many people in my streams as much to talk to. Whew, man, it's getting hot in here. I don't know if they turned the AC off or not. Sticker Brush Symphony. I'm really cool. Well, that's good to know. I try at least. Okay, there we go. I was on the wrong tab. It was like I was seeing stats that I wasn't supposed to see. I'm like, where am I? Rather eat a gummy ghost pepper or a real ghost pepper? Probably the gummy, because it's gonna be a lot easier to go down. Meat cray, like what? I actually have a Carolina Reaper chip that I have yet to eat. And I need to do something with it. Man, I'm kind of scared to take it. Very hesitant on whether or not I should eat that. Oh. As a chili pepper gods. Do I cry? I mean, when I get to points, I cry. Yeah. I guess it just depends on like the emotions at the moment. Hug. Thank you for the hug. Oh man. Well, we have officially hit 2 hours on the stream. So, I think that I shall make like the title suggests and make this short. And go ahead and start wrapping everything up. I just kind of wanted to get on here, tell you all that I'm alive, I'm okay, and that we will be back next Wednesday. Streaming schedule should be back to normal next Wednesday. Not Wednesday, Tuesday. I'm sorry, I got my days mixed up. So yes, next Tuesday shall be back to normal streaming schedule, and we will probably be playing Bulletstorm. I'll probably start that one first because I really like that game. I end live. Yes, I am going to take and be ending it for tonight, and I shall be back Tuesday night. But Manic, I hope to see you again. That's for sure. Feel free to stop by. Like I said, I'm usually live. I'm live from around Tuesday to Wednesday, and I usually start at around 5 to 6 p.m. and I take and stream for a few hours. So I hope to take and see you back in another one. But anyway, I will take and see you all next week. You all have an amazing day, night, morning, wherever you are. It is currently night here. And we will see you all next week. So you all have a good one. And with that, I am out.